The burden of Habakkuk. Habakkuk, a more reflective and philosophical poet, only a few years after Nachum could take no pleasure in the fall of Assyria, as he perceived that it would be followed by the tyranny of Babylon. This led him to raise for the first time in the Bible the question, is it true that the wicked are punished and the righteous prosper? The same problem that was to concern Jeremiah and the author of the book of Job. But though Habakkuk raised it, he quickly put it by with the comfortable assurance that the traditional dogma was correct, if not immediately, then in the long run, with less fire than the older prophets, but with equal moral earnestness, he renewed their protest against avarice, intemperance, and idolatry. The burden of Habakkuk. Instead of KK, we have a Q, a W, a Q, a CH there. And this book in particular is referred to by some as prophesying in a way that was only fulfilled by Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Oh Lord, how long? God is noun and verb. How long shall I cry? And thou wilt not hear, even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Behold ye among those who turn their back on God, and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work a work in 4 days which ye will not believe, though it be told you. For lo, I will raise up the Chaldeans. Kushtiim is that they prayed 5 times a day. The Kushti prayer is where it's derived from. That bitter and hasty nation which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards, and are more fierce than the evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far, and they shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. They shall come all for violence. Their faces shall sup up as the east wind, and they shall gather the captivity as the sand. And they shall scoff at the kings, and the princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall deride every stronghold, for they shall heap dust and take it. Then shall his mind change, and he shall pass over and offend, imputing this power unto what he considers to be his God. Art thou not from everlasting? God is noun and verb, my God, mine Holy One. God is noun and verb. Thou hast ordained for them judgment, and Almighty God, thou hast established them for correction. Thou art of purer eyes than to behold evil, and canst not look on iniquity. Well, God's witness to everything, not just what he likes, or approves of, Wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy tongue when the wicked devoureth the man that is more righteous than he, and makest men as the fishes of the sea, as the creeping things that shall have no ruler over them. They take up all of them with the angle, they catch them in their net, they gather them in their drag. Therefore they rejoice and are glad. Therefore they sacrifice unto their net, and burn incense unto their drag, because by them their portion is fat. and their meat plenteous. Shall they therefore empty their net, and not spare continually to slay the nations? I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And God, as a noun and verb, answered me and said, Write the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all that take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And unto him that ladeth himself with thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because, spoils of war, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity. Behold, it is not of God as a noun and verb of host, that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall worry themselves for very vanity. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of God as a noun and verb, as the waters cover the sea. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of God is a noun and verb's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts which made them afraid, because of the men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. What profiteth the graven image, that the maker thereof hath graven it, the molten image, and a teacher of lies? The maker of his work trusteth therein to make dumb idols. Woe to him that saith to wood, Awake, to the dumb stone, Arise, and it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it, because God, as a noun and verb, is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him. And I'm not seeing, I'm seeing it left out, what's said to be a prophecy regarding Muhammad. The stone in the wall crying out. Can kind of hint at it, but there's more to it than that. Well, there's a number of places in the Bible that kind of indicate